This video is sponsored by Win-Win Technology, your ultimate flight sim hardware solution, featuring the Orion hotels, current and future configurations.
Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. If you like fun things, this is the video for you. Video request by Brian Pullin. At the moment I am watching a program about Bloodhound SSR land speed record attempt. This got me thinking, not a good thing, yep, same here. How fast can aircraft travel on, say, a runway or a long stretch before the landing gear gives out? And is it different for all aircraft? Well, I say let's go even further. Let's try the world land speed record in DCS World. We start the land speed record December 1898 in Europe, first of all France, by Jean-Claude Duc in an electric powered automobile. No, it's not a Tesla. He managed 39.24 miles per hour. As time goes on, we've got French, we've got Germans, we've got Americans, French, German, American, French, German, American, and then the British kick in around kind of 1924. Down at the end of the internal combustion engine, we've got in 1947, just after World War II. A W12 engine, let's see if we can get a picture. That one there. This is with an internal combustion engine, guys, like in your car, really, but just bigger. Land speed record of 394 miles per hour, and he actually clocked 402 miles per hour. Can you imagine going 400 miles per hour in an internal combustion engine? That is absolutely mad. Formula One car goes about 200 miles an hour. Bring in the beginning of the jet power. Technically this is turbo shaft, so we're generating mechanical power from a jet type engine, 4,000 shaft horsepower in this case. Bluebird, who doesn't remember Bluebird? Obviously I wasn't alive for this, but absolutely infamous. In Australia with a Proteus turbo prop engine, 403 miles per hour. Then we really push things up. Then the Americans kick in. 1963, the turbojets and the turbofan era. Americans take it from 400 miles an hour all the way in the 70s to over 600 miles an hour. We're still not supersonic, obviously, but we're getting transonic. In fact, Blue Flame was actually a rocket. At that point, there's a halt for 13 years. Bring in the British again. Very famous Brit, Richard Noble. My claim to fame is that I went to school with and remain friends with the husband of Richard Noble's daughter, or one of his daughters. Look at me being famous and thing. Thrust 2. Who doesn't remember Thrust 2? One of the sexiest cars. It had a single Rolls-Royce Avon taken out of a Hunter, or I can't remember. I think it was a Hunter it came out from. Generating not that much thrust, but due to the amazing aerodynamic design, we managed 633 miles per hour. Then we wanted to step it up again. We really wanted to push for the sound barrier. You just haven't got enough thrust or power in the Avon. So what are you going to do? You're going to take a couple of retired British F4 Phantom 2s and you're going to create Thrust SSC 2 massive turbofans generating around 50,000 pounds of thrust, about 100 to 150,000 brake horsepower depending how you're going to measure it. So we've got a couple of Rolls-Royce Bays in here now, massive engines. And you make something that good, it will go this fast. We've now got 714 miles per hour, September 25, 1997. And then finally, the absolute king and the fastest anyone's ever gone is RAF Tornado pilot Andy Green. 1997 again, so a few days later, they turned up the Rolls-Royce Bays to absolute maximum afterburner and managed 763 miles per hour, which is the only, I think, car ever to break the sound barrier. And this is legendary and it's unbeaten. And that was 24 years ago. That was a quarter of a century ago. Nothing has beaten it since. Here we have Thrust SSC, 10 tons that thing. I guess those engines weigh quite a lot. Now the British didn't give up at that point. We created Bloodhound LSR. We wanted to go at 1,000 miles per hour, Mach 1.2, 1.3, whatever that is. So we created this. We put the EJ200. This is the engine in the Eurofighter Typhoon, used throughout Europe. Very reliable, lightweight, massive power to weight ratio. But because that much horsepower just isn't enough, or that much thrust isn't enough, we went rocket as well. It's twin powered. It's got the EJ200 turbofan and it's got a rocket power. This did its first high-speed tests in 2019 and achieved, I think, about 650 miles an hour just on the EJ200. It didn't have the rocket at this point, or it didn't use the rocket at this point. Sadly, COVID hit 2020 and the company's gone bust and is waiting for a new buyer. So if anyone out there has £100 million to spend, I don't. Do either of you boys have 100 million?
Nope.
Only Monopoly money.
You don't have 100 million? Wow, you're already missing out. If you do, though, then please go and buy Bloodhound LSR because I desperately want to go 1,000 miles an hour. So what we've got to beat, guys, is the Thrust 2 at the moment, 763 miles an hour. Let's go on to today's plan. We are here in Nevada at Groom Lake Air Force Base. We have 4 nautical mile runway, which is the biggest we can get. We have Damp's aircraft here, Simba's aircraft here, my aircraft here. We've chosen them because we think they'll do the best, and then auxiliary aircraft here. Damp, you've chosen the Vigan and the F-14. You think that you got your best chance in those. Please explain why.
So I chose the F-14 specifically because you can sweep the wings back to reduce its lift the most of all of the aircraft to make it aerodynamically unfeasible to take off. Also, those 2 giant GE F-111 engines are going to be quite enough to push that thing, I think, to roughly 0.9 Mach before we hit the end of the runway. I think maybe I can break the sound barrier on the ground.
Wow.
The Vigan has stage 3 afterburners, and it is meant for super low nape the earth kind of flight at supersonic speeds. Its engines are specifically tuned for this. I don't know how its landing gear is going to hold up, though.
So this 60,000, it's heavy, but 60,000 pounds of thrust. And like he said, he can move the centre of lift backwards, which is hopefully going to keep this thing on the ground. It's going to keep the nose pinned on the ground. This is very good at low level. It also has decent landing gear. Then we've got the Block 50 F-16 from Simba, about just under 30,000 pounds of thrust. Why do you think the F-16 is going to do well?
Well, it's the fastest plane at sea level in the game, so should be, in theory, the fastest on the ground.
Well, we'll certainly try. I've gone for Mirage. Now, look at the wings. Centre of lift is very far back. It's going to pin the nose to the ground. Also, we've got the MiG-29, which is just balls to balls, the most powerful power-to-weight ratio thing here. And so, if you need absolute power, I'll give you MiG-29. Auxiliary jets that we're going to try as well. MiG-19P, it's old, it's 50s, but it is very fast. Trust me, and very powerful. An Su-27, it's not that fast overall, and it is big, heavy, and it is draggy, but it has very tough landing gear. MiG-21, it's basically just a dart, and it has rocket-assisted power startup, which we have. A Harrier, just because, well, why not? It's got Pegasus in it. An F-18, Bog. I don't have much hope for it, but let's try it. And an F-15, again, power-to-weight ratio. Guys, we're going to aim for the sound barrier on the ground. I have absolutely no hope that any of us are going to achieve it, because Grim Reapers. Stand by. Damp, are you ready?
These tires are kicked and these cans are lit.
Right, when Simba fires the shot, you'll be going. Simba, fire at will. Go. Look at that baby go! Tom Cruise, look at the power of it, guys! Right, I'm watching the speed in IAS. I'm actually going to watch it in True. Don't lose it, Damp! Don't lose it! Oh, it's losing it! Oh, 316 knots! 316 knots. He did not break the speed. Damp, you get a second go in your Wigan. I'll meet you back at the finish line.
Okay, the landing gear is particularly bouncy on this particular runway, so it's hard to keep left or right together, and any kind of large correction, left or right, will send you immediately into the soup.
Well, this is a problem with the real Thrust series. If you watch the replays of the cars doing it, they're sliding. It's constantly sliding. Horrible. Guys, I think this might be the most fun thing we've ever done. Again, I don't want to be that guy. You know I don't want to be that guy. Go! Oh, look at it go. It's so powerful. Amazing. Amazing. Come on, Damp. 200. This is in knots, obviously. We'll convert it to miles an hour later. 300. He's broken his record already. I can see the problem. It's pushing the front of his plane down. There's so much lift at the rear. 400 knots, Damp. Oh, it's 500 knots. No. Oh, 507 knots. It wasn't supersonic. And he had another half a mile to go. Unlucky, Damp. I could see how much he was struggling. Now, let me see what I could see while I was driving with you. You got more and more lift at the aft end, and it pushed the nose gear down more and more, and I could see it bouncing, dunk, 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 because it was pushing the nose down so hard. Almost like you've got too little lift at the front now, and you're fighting against it. 507 knots. Damp, you get the next go in the vegan. I give you the Swedish vegan.
No.
Not as powerful, but also not as heavy and not as draggy. Look at those cans kick in. Whoa, look at that thing go. Jeez. 200. Oh, it's just not as fast. 250. It's not as fast as... Coming up to 300. It's more stable. 300. $320. The nose is getting pushed into the ground. $330. Oh, this isn't going to end well. Onto the reserve track. Good control, Damp. $340. $350. Oh, and it's airborne. 350 knots. Well done, Damp. Good try. You just did not have the brute force to get up there. And Simba in the Viper, very lightweight and very powerful, but terrible landing gear. 3, 2, 1. It's a rocket. Look at it go. It's a rocket. It's a friggin' rocket ship. To space and beyond. Oh, look at it go. 250 knots already. It's done quarter of a mile. 300 knots, half a mile. No taking off, Simba. That's not allowed. 400 knots. Oh my God, this looks... Oh my God, he's buddy up.
You can't keep it on the ground.
Can't keep it on. It's too powerful and there's too much lift.
Oh. F-16 want to fly.
I want to fly. Oh, bless you. How about that? It just... That was weird. Imagine being the ground crew, which Simba is basically, and having to fix that landing gear. Oh, well, I guess we're all committed now to watching where this body goes. Popcorn at the ready. Oh, this is going to be horrible. This is going to be horrible. Oh, my zoom out button doesn't work. That's weird. Look at that! It just scraped the floor!
Loopy-loop.
Unbelievable. Well, we're committed now. What are we going to do? We're going to sit and wait. I heard every time you eject, the big Wagner takes over from his gaming chair.
Look at those landing gear. Look at the landing gear.
I can't see it from this angle. It's giving me a free air show. I love free air. Oh. Yeah. Why, what was the landing gear like?
Folded up.
Oops, how embarrassing for you all.
Mangled. They were mangled up in the belly.
Me, now, I'm going to start with Mirage. Now, if you need something weird done in weird physics, Mirage is your one. So, just got to remember. Oh my God, that's loud. Wow, I'm really annoyed at it already. Rudder pedals are screwed. You'll be happy to know, valued viewers, I've just spent 330 something pounds or whatever it was, about 400 something dollars on brand new pedals. Brand new pedals. So, the shenanigans hopefully will be over soon. Do you know how annoying it is, valued viewers? After a while, realising you can only turn right. I have to plan all of my going to the runways turning right, because that's the only way I can turn tightly.
So, don't plan on joining NASCAR anytime soon, because they only make left.
They only go left. Well, no NASCAR for me. Right. Is anyone going to drive alongside me, or no? I guess not. There's the bullet. Off we go. Someone's got to measure me. True speed. Doesn't matter.
I got it. I got it.
Make sure it's true speed. 60.
Okay.
Right, now all my lift should be at the back, valued viewers. That should push my nose into the ground.
Speed 200.
Something's broken on the plane. Something's
250. 300.
This is dangerous.
350.
I can already feel how dangerous this is. Don't tell my wife I'm doing this.
380, 390, 400.
Oh my God! I'm going sideways. I couldn't keep it on the ground. You can't keep it on the ground. It bounces too much.
Well, you still have a nose gear out.
God damn it, that was hard.
Air show time!
Air show time! Did I leave the burner on? No, I didn't leave the burner on. It's just going to fly to the Caucasus. Look at it fly to the Caucasus. What happened, guys, is the wheels all broke. Look, one wheel... Oh, yeah, the wheels broke, got pushed up, and that pushed the nose of the plane up, and it was impossible to keep on the ground after that. It's going down. Mirage want to be free!
Hey Cap, I have an idea for the end of the video.
Well, that's excellent news. I'm very proud of you, Simba.
Let's see who can lob launch an airplane the furthest from the end of the runway.
My next one is MiG-29, guys. Because tough landing gear and balls out Russian steel. Now, the good thing is, once I've reached... oh, do I have differential braking? Oh, I don't have differential braking. I'm going to have to steer with my broken rudder pedals. Oh, well, hello. How about that? How about that?
Move!
A Daisy!
Why are you
Unbelievable.
mounting a cow?
Because my rudder pedals don't allow me to turn tight enough. Would a cow really destroy the landing gear of Stalinian MiG-29? Would it really happen? Mr. W? I don't know. Hey, I'm not an oncologist, but I'm just thinking. A horticulturist. Vet. I don't know. Already I can tell this is going to go wrong. In fact, I'm so happy this is going to go wrong. I'm going to get out quickly, and I'm going to do that because I need to get out quickly. Right, give me the firing bullet, Timber.
Bang.
Thank you. Off I go.
No!
I give you the Fulcrum! It's all power and no control.
And all convertible.
Yeah.
I'm going through the black smoke that you left behind.
You guys have got to watch my speed because I can't do it and fly.
250, 270.
Oh,
300.
tank slapper! Tank slapper! Tank slapper! Wow!
OS failure.
I got 300 from it.
Yeah, that didn't work. That didn't work so good. Right, we'll just ignore that, shall we? 3, 2, 1, F-15, go! It's got differential braking. You need differential braking. You can't do it with rudder.
200.
This thing is fast.
280. 340.
This is all power. 400.
395.
Oh, he's so fast. Don't go onto the grass. Don't go onto the
420.
grass. It's fast. It's
430.
fast.
440.
Not on the grass, Simba.
450.
Keep going. Keep going. Don't take off. Keep going. Keep going.
457.
Put your heart in it. Put your heart in it. Oh, god dang it. Not as fast.
Daisy got me.
Not as fast. Right, well that didn't work.
Honestly, I kind of want to see what the Tomcat would do if it had that extra half
Yeah,
mile.
we'll leave it to the end then. I'm just going to have a rolling start because this thing's almost impossible to steer. As you probably
Bang,
noticed.
go.
Thank you. Right, I just need rudder authority. And I need burners. Burner, check. Someone tell me when my burners come on. It's a bit of,
50.
bit of an art form in this thing.
They're on.
We have rudder.
100.
Come on. Come on,
50.
Russia. Come on, Russia.
200.
Gear have gone.
250. 300.
Wow. MiG-19.
350.
MiG-19! Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Yes.
400.
Come on. God.
430.
Stick in it. Stick in it.
450.
Ah, I can see through time. Ah! What was it?
473. 473.
Wow. 473. Guys, I'll friggin' take it. What a beast. I'll give you the MiG-19. 50-odd thousand pounds of thrust. Very heavy, very draggy. Put your flaps up, for God's sake, Simba. And, but good, robust landing gear. Off you go.
Bang.
It's correct target.
100.
I think think it's got too much lift.
150. 200. 250. 300. 350.
Nice. This is doing really good. So landing gear.
400.
Come on, Simba. Come on, Simba.
450.
Wow, it's still going. It's still going. Oh.
I got 465.
Tomcat's still the best so far. I'm going to try next in the mighty MiG-21 because big balls, yo. Ladies and gentlemen,
Tomcat is kind of hard to drive sometimes.
set your face to absolute awesomeness as I give you MiG-21. Right, so many buttons to press. Special afterburn mode, check. Wish me the absolute best in life and DCS, which are basically the same thing and equally important.
Bang. 100.
Oh, I got my flaps down.
150.
Fuck, putting them up. Well, they're up now.
200.
SPRD's not kicking in, doing it manually. I can't find the button! Fired! Oh, I can't control it, damn! I can't control it, I can't... Oh, damn it.
353.
I actually felt a good thing there. I'm going to try that again in a minute. The control was hard. Right, Simba.
Well, you got to remember the rockets are pointed downward, so they're going to try.
Yeah, as soon as I hit those rockets, they did. The thing just went up. Right, go at will, Simba.
Bang.
Look at those tiny little eco savers. Not much power, but plenty of miles per gallon.
Don't worry about the pothole to avoid.
Yeah, that's a you problem, Simba.
250.
Whoa, nerd!
300.
Nerd! Someone generates a little too much lift, Simba. Right, that's going right to Wagner, that is. Boom.
He's gonna need tires.
Miserable Simba. At least you survived. That's good. We'll do a Harrier and then we'll do Damp again. In fact, the Harrier can't even go supersonic in the air. How's it going to go supersonic on the freaking ground, guys?
Maybe it was actually never meant to fly. It's like a flightless bird, but we just force it in the sky sometimes.
Maybe you were never meant to fly, Damp. When you jumped out that window and broke your legs, maybe you weren't actually meant to fly.
You're right.
He hasn't thought about it that way.
I think I've got the aerodynamics of a rock.
Yep. Guys, does anyone remember if there's a special afterburner mode for this? Yes, there is. It's water. Water on. Right, guys. Set your face to disappointment. And I don't say that lightly because Pegasus, Rolls-Royce and everything, but... Right, have differential braking. Yes, differential braking. Or maybe not, I'm not sure. Here we go. Let's pull that Pegasus up. There's a lot of power in here. All the brakes can't hold it. There it is.
10.
Here we go, guys.
50. 100. 150.
Oh, it's fast.
200. 250. 300. 350. 400. 433.
Woohoo! Not bad. For a little Harrier, over 400 knots on the ground. She only started getting unstable at 400. And we've got Simba's last one. Damp, you line up, I'll cover Simba. You can't do it.
It just gets too bouncy.
Yeah. Valued viewers, so that brings us to the end. Just very roughly, F14B, true speed knots, Vigum, F15, MiG-19, SU-27, these are all the big ones I've recorded. F-14 is clearly the fastest, most power, It's less bouncy. It's got the lift in the right place. It's got the weight in the right place. If we're going to do it, it's going to be F-14B. We're going to try it one more time. I'm going to try and break the sound barrier on the ground and beat thrust 2. Oh, you're going to have to thread it through those cows because they will damage you. So you should be able to do it. It'll be like 50 knots. Right, Damp, when you're ready, thread it through those guys. And Simba, can you move that Hummer on the right? My finger slipped. Why do the cows die standing up? Finger slip. Okay, Damp.
I thought that was a symbol to go, Damp.
Go, Damp. Let's do it. $100. 200. God, this thing's fast. 300. Don't lose it, Damp. Don't pay you enough to lose it. Good recovery. 370. 400. Just perfect. Keep it alive. Coming up to 500, Damp. Keep it under control. 500. You're beating your last record. Keep going, Damp. Oh my God, it's so fast. 530. 540. 550. 555. Get out of there, boys. Boom.
We survived!
You do, look at you, my boys! Oh, well done. Okay, we think we got 632.92 miles per hour. It was a valiant effort in the Tomcat, guys, but I'm afraid it does not beat Thrust 2 at well over 700 miles per hour. So we're about 150 miles an hour short, or a little bit less than that. And there's nothing else we can do. There's no other longer straights in DCS. We can't test any further, unfortunately. But that was a very valiant attempt and well done. So, valued viewers, I set you the mission of going to break the sound barrier on the ground legally, somehow. Don't know how you're going to do it, but I'm afraid that's a you problem. Final thoughts from Damp and then Simba.
I could hear color and I could see the sound. I could reach out and I could touch it.
Simba.
I have nothing to add after that.
Oh, all right. Turning into RC. Okay, bye-bye.